Hey guys, today we're going to look at New Art Academy for the Nintendo 3DS. So this is the cover, and if you want to read it whatever, you can just pause the video because I just want to dive straight in. So you can pause the video right here to see the front, and then the back is right here. So you can just pause the video to read all the information. Alright, so as we open the cover, you got the cartridge, of course. I'll put that to the side, and oops, sorry. And what else we get is just this, and a little pamphlet, and this stupid information guide that they always give you. Alright, so this is the important bit over here. It just tells you a little bit about the game, the differences between the previous version and whatnot. So you can pause the video here and read this too, but I just want to dive into the game. I already played this quite a lot, and I've actually been enjoying it. So let's put this to the side and we're gonna take a look at the cartridge. Okay, so this is a little cartridge that we've got, and it just shows you the same things that we have on the the cover of this, and it's pretty much all usual normal, so we can always take a look at this anytime we want. So here it is, just a good look at it. So let's just get into the gameplay straight up. Alright, so I've just popped in the cartridge on my 3DS, and now this is the game loaded up, and I've got so this is a picture that's been at the touchscreen, and the bottom we've just got a little icon of two brushes. So we're just gonna go straight into the game and see if it's any good or not. Now this is just a review, and I have a plan for this, but I'm just gonna show you how you play the game, and probably show you the differences between the previous versions. Okay, so if the game starts up, I mean when it does start up, it should give you this screen. That's basically the home screen, the start menu, and at the bottom it's got two buttons, free paint and the lessons. So I'm just gonna show you what it is. So if you go into the lessons, this game actually includes numerous amounts of lessons, and it's split up into two courses, and you can also buy more, but I haven't bought any. I wanted to give a crap. So if you're a beginner, you might want to try this, but you're gonna have to, because that one doesn't be unlocked in it. So over here you can actually continue a lesson, or you can delete a save data, and you can just start a new lesson. So in here I think it's got like 20 or something. I don't really know, but I mean altogether it should be like 40 lessons or something. It does say on the cover, but I didn't really read it and anything like that, but I had to give a crap, because and on the top it's actually got a picture of the whatever you're gonna draw, but that's not the original picture, bro. It looks just a little bit different, more cartoony and whatnot. But that picture actually, depending on any kind of one you want, like you're gonna draw. So for instance, this one, sometimes be moving, like, and it's also in 3D, and that's really cool. It's actually animation in 3D, so that's good. And you can draw loads of different lessons, and I'll show you a little bit of gameplay on this. And I'm also going to compare it with Pokemon Art Academy, so that's the second sequel or whatsoever to this. So then we jump onto advanced course, and this is basically the same. Now the introductory course, or whatever it was, introduction or whatsoever, the first course, that's just for beginners, and it's gonna get you more feel to this game. But then you get this unlocked. This is these are more complex lessons that you have to draw, and but to be honest, they're not all that complex and whatnot, so I haven't unlocked this one. I need to work on that, and to do that, and these are mini lessons, these little ones down here, and these are the main lessons. So if you finish one, you're gonna get one more unlocked, and you don't really have to finish it completely. You can just keep skipping it up and up and up again until it finishes, and then you get the next one unlocked. And sometimes you have to unlock them by finishing the first off to get a mini lesson unlocked, or sometimes just both get unlocked, and each time. So as you work on, you're gonna get some more experience on drawing whatsoever. So even this is 3D, but of course you can't see it, so you're not gonna do anything about it. Now I'm not gonna show you any lessons that because I want you to try them out yourself, and it's gonna ruin the gameplay for you. So on add-on lessons, you can actually purchase one and save data to balance and that. And then also down here you got custom lessons. That means you can make up some lessons and you can share them through a local play or whatever you call it, the Wi-Fi or whatnot, and using this transmitter here with the local play, and the download play thing on the home screen. That you can use that, and you can share them with your friends or whatnot, and then they can try out whatever you've been drawing. So over here you got free paint. I'll get to that later on. So we're just gonna talk about these down here. What the heck is this? Alright, tip of the day. So that's a tip of the day, I never realized that. So the gallery, now this is something that others don't have. Even Pokemon Art Academy doesn't have that. Now down here you got some buttons here, and it's up here. It's actually a 3D. It is 3D, but you can't really control. You can just look around it with the circle pad, and it's quite nice, and it shows you this is basically your like gallery that where you are. So I haven't got like the achievement there. That's for the second course. I haven't finished that, if you saw my last lesson over there, and this one I finished it, so I've got this achievement. And then when it highlights it, you can just press go through introductory certificate. So that's a certificate I got, so I can just go when I'm going in an interview or whatnot, I can just show this and they go, alright, so you've been doing digital work and that. And then down here you can just go back. So you use the touchscreen to move the person, but if you want to look around, you have to use the circle pad. So if I want to go in here, it says move to gallery whatsoever, and then it goes all the way up here, and it's actually quite nice. It's like your own gallery. So what you can do here is visit each bit of this, and you can just put a picture on display. For instance, I haven't put any on here, so you can just do this, and then it should come here, portfolio, and you can just mount one up, and that's to zoom in or whatnot. I mean to go forward and on the side. So I'll just go into the side, and it shows you here. That's the picture I've been drawing, and some of my pictures, and and whatnot. Alright, so I've been drawing this, and if you press forward down here, it goes on to the big time picture, and you can see like that's not the original size though. So that's it for this. That's the gallery. You can just take down the picture, or you can change the frame of it. That's the frame around on this side, on the outside, not the picture, this side. And you can change the name, and you can go back, and wherever you can change the picture. So then let's go back onto exit here. Yeah, alright, so I did nothing to saying it. Alright, so then when we go back out, it goes back to the basically the start screen. So what's left over here is this. Now like this. Okay, so this is where you actually send and receive some lessons that you made, the custom lessons. And the spot pass, you know what that is, and face to face and send and receive. That's using local play, and that. And you can go into settings. You can change the sound over here. Now I've not really been on this, and so you can just change the sound settings. You can change the spot pass settings. That's if you want it off and on. I'll go it off because I don't really use it. And the credits and the replay introduction, which I do not want to go on because it takes quite a while and whatnot. Alright, so we're gonna jump on free paint. That's over here. Now this is the main bit of the game that actually the game actually teaches you what to do, and then it comes here, so you can just start a new painting. And that's just simple. If you want to actually use anything, so if you want to go over the lesson on your own, like you're not going to teach you something. Now over here I think they're actually moving. You can see that. See, that leaf is real, and it's actually in 3D still, and it looks actually quite nice. So that's a free lesson. So if you just start it, you can actually use no image, and it's gonna ask you to choose your canvas. So wherever you want to choose, this is gonna be your back. That's not actually the blue that you're looking at right now. This camera is oversaturating in that. Alright, so we got them different kinds, and now this is just where it says the name over here. This is fine canvas, so I'm just gonna go with that one. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I don't know what's the difference. Alright, so the dog's loading it, and so this is basically wherever you start a lesson. And when you're in a lesson, this actually going to be you know, your teacher, I don't know his name, I forgot, and he's gonna teach you anything. He's gonna show you different pictures and techniques and whatnot. And yeah, as you go on with the lessons, you're gonna actually learn how you can paint like a professional. And over here is basically your canvas. Now there is a bit of a latency, I don't know why though. I just feel like there is a bit of latency on that, but yeah, that's the canvas. So what we've got here is, well, let me just press start. So this is the options. If you press start or select, you come into the options. You can either quit, save it, fix drawing. That means like this becomes as a, this whole thing becomes as a stamp, and you cannot do anything about it, not rub it off, nothing like that. But if you're gonna get serious and make a mistake, you can just clear your artwork. And if you want to go back a step, you can select a subject once again, and you can also choose a SD card image. So it's just gonna prepare it for me, and I can just choose any picture I want. So for instance, I want to choose I don't know, maybe this, maybe that. Alright, so you can just, at the top is showing you what it's gonna show, but you can zoom in and say that that's the picture that you want. So I'm just gonna like, maybe I'm gonna zoom in, and then we're gonna confirm, and it's gonna load it up for me. So now what I can do is try and copy that, but you might find it a bit tough, but you can actually fix that. So let's see, you can actually save an image up to export a save session, like as in save it, and then if you want to continue again, you can come back to the game and that. Save to portfolio, that means you can save it as a hanging picture on the gallery thing that I showed you just a bit ago. And export to photos, that means you can put it into the SD card, and you can get it onto your, you know, from the SD card to your computer and on your phone, upload it on Facebook and whatnot. So that's all. I'm just gonna clear artwork again. Alright, so this is not a 3D drawing software, so you're not gonna be able to make 3D pictures, but you know, the other 3D really need that. But if you want to do that, you're gonna have to go pay £5 for Colors 3D, which is on the eShop, and you can go ahead and do that. But I wasn't gonna get it, but then I was like, fuck it, I ain't bothered. I mean, sorry for my language and that. So let me just show you something that you can do. So it says X here. Alright, so there's an X button here. You can either press that, you can just press the button, and it brings up some options. Now this, I don't know what that is. Alright, so that's basically the options. And this down here is the grid. Now you can use this to help you, you know, help you with the drawing. So that's basically the only help you're gonna get if you're on free drawing. But the game should have you know, gave you some experience. You should be okay with it. So you can just count down how much squares down it was, and then how much squares down it was on here, then just draw a little bit of that in. So for instance, it was like over here like that, and then on the bottom one it was like that, and then over there like that, and you can just you know, scale up and whatnot. Well, I'm gonna take it off because I don't really use it. And this is a zoom feature, so you can zoom in and you can zoom out. That's the only two zooms you can do, either zoom in or zoom out. So let me just zoom back out, and then we have this. Now I said here is gonna switch the tools and will fix everything. That means you can't rub it or nothing like that. So I can click no because I want to show you this first. Alright, so these are the tools, right? You got I don't know what this is, but it's like a shader or something like that. I don't know. And then you got this stone kind of thing, and you just rub it out, like complete rub out. And it's better than the rubber. The rubber is a bit more soft and it's a bit more bigger. And then this thing is like the angle of what you're drawing on. So if you choose this, you're gonna be using it like this, because even if you do this in real life with the pen on the touch screen, it's not gonna affect it. So you're gonna have to use this, and this is gonna make the game think it's like this. So even if you draw it like this, it's gonna think it's like this. Alright, so it's gonna be a little bit bigger because like on the side it's always a little bit bigger. And then this is the pencils that you get. So this is basically a start off. Okay, so you can just do this and test it over here, and then you can rub it out, and that's helpful, so it's not going to mess up your drawing. Now you can press L to view it, and also R to view it. So if you're left and right handed, you don't have to keep on going on the menu and then pressing that, you know what. And so this is a white crayon. I don't know what that's actually used for, but it can be useful. I can show you that. And then there's 2H, and that's the light pencil. What that can do. Alright, so I'm on this. Alright, so that's light pencil, and then HB is a bit darker, and that one is a bit more darker, the darkest you can get. Alright, so no 4B, nothing like that, just that's fine and like that. Alright, so now the thing is about this game is that it's very realistic. So you're gonna get like every single texture and whatever you want. It's gonna look like pretty much a real art painting. And it also has effects on different. So for instance, this is a darker one and this is a lighter one, and if you use the rubber on them, it's gonna rub out that pencil one first, you know, the 2H, yeah, it's gonna rub out 2H first because it was a lot, you know, you're using it lightly. So that's the pencil. Now I'm just gonna go, I just made it into a bit of detail because of a funny just joke. I'm not gonna go over these like in real detail. So these are paint, your paint pasta, and these are your crayons, the pencil crayons. I don't think the previous one had this, and even if it does, I do crap. And these are your pastels, they are completely new and all that. So let me just jump into the paint. So this is basically your paint cover, whatever you want to call it. And over here you have little spots, and you can just fill them in by using any of these paints down here. So these are loads of paints, and you can actually mix them in. You're gonna have to mix them. So for instance, I want to use blue, so a little bit of blue, so that's blue there. And these are all the brushes at the side, so from the biggest to smallest. So that is very thin, and this is a bit more fat, and this is a bit more thicker. So these are just like the slim, but these make actually a kind of squarey one. I'll just pop this down here and show you. Alright, so this is the slimmest. Now you can add some water here too. More water is gonna change the texture on how much water you've got. And over here you have just exactly the same, just showing you some. And this is just to help you with the color matching, so you can get the perfect color of your choice. And on top over here you can move it with the circle pad. If you wanna detect the color, you can just go right next to it, and then say if I want to choose this, it's gonna make it into that. Or I want to choose the blue again, or that, and you can just move this around to check which color is perfect or not, and you can match it. So it's very helpful. And this one here is the undo, and that's just a blank. It's gonna blank out everything. So for instance, if I want to use a little bit of white and then put a little bit of blue in, it's gonna make it more blue. Very good. Alright, more blue. So I'm gonna put a lot of blue in, and it's gonna make it a little bit of a light blue. So this is a circle color. I forgot what its name is, but it shows you the primary colors, the secondary and the tertiary colors. So you can use this as a help guide to get your perfect color right. Alright, so this is basically once again the testing bit, and I'm just gonna hide this, and I'm gonna show you different brushes now. So actually let me use black on this just to show you the texture. Now I don't know what the heck is wrong with this kind of thing, and I'll add a little bit of water, and we're gonna go into this. Alright, so the smallest brush here is like a very faint thin line. Then if you go into this one here, it's a bit thicker, and then same with this. So it's a bit more thicker, so you can see it's like realistic. But these ones, they're actually more like a pen, like in real life. So, and it does run out, I think. Yeah, see, so it does run out, and then you're gonna have to pick up and do it again. So it's basically like that. I'll show you. I use this one. So if you're gonna run out, the more water you add, the more fainter it's gonna get or something, but it's gonna last longer though. So for instance, I was to add more water to this, it's gonna become more like, see, like that, but it's gonna last a little bit longer. So that's actually quite realistic. It's very realistic, this. So that's the paint, and you can actually use it. Let me just clear my artwork. You can clear it like this, but yeah, whatever. So for instance, I've got some paint over here. If I want to mix it in with yellow, I can actually still do that. I just put some more water in, and I can just do it here, and it's actually gonna start mixing in like a little bit. I did too much yellow now. Then I have some blue, and you can just like even use full water. Like you don't have to put any color in, you can just put water in, and that's actually gonna make it into a mixing kind of tool. So it's gonna mix in, and then you're gonna have a stupid ugly color over here that I made. And one thing I forgot to tell you, this thing here is a cloth, and that's just to rub off all the paint. It's basically a rubber. Alright, so that's the paint, and let's just move on to the next bit. Oh, not this. These are the color crayons, right? Let me just get into that position. Alright, so these are the color crayons, and it's actually realistic too. And so you have loads of them over here. Over here is like the same like on the pencil. I told you, like this way or that way. That and that is the same rubber and whatnot. And then this, some more colors, and then this, and that's the skin tone, and that's just from white to black. And then over here it's all sorts of skin tones and whatnot. So for instance, if I want to use black and use it as a line, you can use it here like a real pencil, and it's actually quite thin. And if I want to make it for shading, and you can actually see it, that I'm actually gonna do this. Alright, so let me just zoom in, and if you can see this, it's actually got a texture in, and this is actually quite realistic texture is this. So if I focus on it, it's not gonna focus again, is it? Alright, so if you can see this, it should be at 1080p, I don't know what the heck, but it's got a real texture in it, so that's quite nice. And I don't know if you can mix with this, let me just check. Alright, so if we go yellow, let's just see yellow. Alright, that's crap. Alright, and then we're gonna get blue and see if I can mix that in. Alright, so this one doesn't mix in. Okay, so this is the like real in it, so colors don't really mix in, they just go over it. Now I mean, it's a little bit different, but it's not much of a difference. What if I add red on it, and what if it's normal red? Alright, so you can see it's a little bit different, but that actually looks quite nice. That I don't know why, it just makes me feel nice. Alright, so let's just move on to the next bit. So them were the crayons, they're just like normal pencil. Now pastels are the newest ones that you can ever get on this. Now only this one has them. And over here you've got different ones. Now this is the same thing like I told you last time. So this is very faint, this is a bit thicker, and then this is a bit complete flat. Alright, so these are actually pastels, and they've still got a very nice texture to them. It's very realistic. Alright, so we got loads of different colors, and these are not like final. So these are basically more than the pencil, the crayons, but you know, you can do much more with them. For instance, let's just say that these are exactly the same as pencils. So I will to color this in like this, so you can see that it's got texture, and if I fill it in like this, it's actually going to, if I apply more to it, it's actually gonna make it all complete blub. Oh no, 1 second, just zoom in to show you the texture. So it's actually got a real texture to it, so that's awesome. And alright, so these are pastels. Now what these specially made for is, well, let's just think that they're basically exactly the same as pencil, crayons and whatnot, but they are a bit thicker. You can see this. Now I love these pastels compared to any others, because these are basically the best you can use, more like Photoshop. Now this down here is a smudge key, so you can smudge it in like, you know, real, like whatever you do in real life to smudge in, but they actually get mixed by themselves if you want to mix them. But I don't really recommend that, because if you want to mix them, these are ugly colors. Where the good ones gone? Right, I'm gonna use a bit of yellow. Alright, so this is actually gonna mix in right there, so you can see that it's a bit mixed in, but that's not actually a very nice mix though. So if you're gonna mix it in, I recommend you just putting one line down, so, and then putting a second line down like here, but don't mix it in. Then use the smudge key on the big one, and that actually depends on, and then you can just smudge them both in like that, and it actually comes out as a very nice fainting and whatnot. Alright, so you just mix this in, and just smudge it all up, and I haven't done that properly though. So if you zoom in here, you can see that it's not all that smudged in. Okay, so you can actually smudge that in if you want right now, but I'm just going to show you this one down here. So I smudged it in, I used smudge stick, and it's actually smudged in very nicely, and it's realistic. And that's basically all you can do. You paint, it's more realistic. You can't undo when you actually make a mistake. So that's actually realistic, but you know, you can use rubber or whatnot to rub it out and then go over it again and again and again just to get it perfect. So for instance, I want to make some crap over here, some poop. So that's how I make poop. Alright, so that's poop. And if I want to apply some piss on it like that, it's gonna look very nice. I mean, just joking, that looks disgusting. Alright, so zoom in here. Now you can see that it's got very nice texture around it, just to support the realisticness. And if I was to use smudge stick, I can make it more of a Photoshop effect. See, it's just making it more smoother and whatnot, and it's gonna smooth in like real life. If you use this in real life, you pretty much know what I'm talking about. But see, it's smudged in and makes a very nice effect. Now that looks dirty though. Now this looks nice. Just joking. Let's smudge this in. Alright, so that's Art Academy. I'm just gonna show you one little feature again, one last feature, and then that's it. And I'm just gonna show you a recommendation. So we quit and we go back and we're going to free paint. Now the one thing I wanted to show you about is that start new image. When it goes to quick start, it goes straight to a brand new page like I was drawing on. No selection, nothing, no bullshit like that. It just goes straight to this. But when you save it as an export, oh crap, alright, so say that it's saved, it actually does it quite quickly. You go home, then you go jump into your what the fuck, I'll get lost. Alright, so you go into your camera application over here, see the 3ds camera thing. So you're just gonna go into that, and the pictures that you've been taking, whatnot, are going to be in here, right? I mean, the ones that you can be drawing. Alright, so this one over here, right over here, I can zoom in and zoom out, and I can actually use this just like any ordinary picture I took with the camera. So it's on the SD card right now. I can move it into the system, or I can delete it and I can use graffiti. Now the pictures are not 3D, so but you can make them 3D right here, in it, you know, just like that. But it's all crap and it doesn't really work all that very nice. But to be honest, that is actually 3D and it doesn't. Well, I kind of 3D, right? So one thing this asked me a question about is what is the resolution that this picture is at? Well, it's obviously 4:3, but it's not the highest resolution, but not the lowest. I'm not really sure. It's by 640 by 480, something like that, but I'm not really sure. It's nothing to do with 700s, somewhere around 600 or 400. It's in one of them, so I'm guessing it's 640 by 480, but I don't quite remember. It's something like that. I've checked on this one. So this is one I made on Academy, this one, not Pokemon Art Academy, but this one, and it's actually come out quite nice. And I've actually drawn a cat right down there and a pond over here. Now the colors that you're looking at right now in the video is oversaturated. This looks much more like next level. Alright, but you know, I like oversaturation and that, but whatnot. Okay, and this is just a random painting that I've been drawing on my 3ds. So that's what all I wanted to talk to you about. And if you like this review, thanks for watching, and hope you give it a thumbs up if you do like it, and share it, because this is actually, you know, I need more subs and that, and need to get some popularity in my channel and that. So if you did like it and whatsoever like that, please be sure to share this video, and if you did like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any question about this, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.